We're now recording. Thank you everyone for being here at Community Helper Storytime. Our guests are from Woolkit Ambulance.
Good morning and welcome to Woolkit Ambulance. My name is Peter, and I'm a paramedic with Woolkit Ambulance. And helping me behind the camera is Justin. He's also a paramedic here at Woolkit Ambulance. We are so excited to be here with you today and read you a story. We're going to read Awesome Ambulances. Now, I'm not sure how many of you have ever seen an ambulance before, but we're pretty excited because after we read our book, we're going to take a walk out and look through one of our ambulances.
That's neat. Let's see what an ambulance looks like.
Yes. When people get sick, it can sometimes be scary. So what we try to do is we like to have fun and show you the ambulance when you don't need it. And it's a little less scary that way. So we'll start with our book, Awesome Ambulances. This is written by Tony Mitten and Aunt Parker. If you've had an accident or if you're very sick, an ambulance assists you. It responds very quick. When the station takes a call to say that you're in need, an ambulance will get to you by driving at great speed. Look here. We have our dispatcher looking at maps and talking on the radio. To clear the road ahead of it, its siren fills the air. It tells the other drivers someone's hurt or needing care. For extra visibility, especially at night, an ambulance on call will flash its very vivid lights. Have you seen lights on an ambulance or a police car before? Or maybe a fire truck? Look, see the lights? Our lights are red and white. To operate an ambulance, there has to be a crew. They're highly trained. These paramedics know just what to do. They carry the equipment for every situation. They check to see it's all on board while waiting at the station. And see, we have paramedics, and they do what we do every shift. Our shift starts in the morning and in the afternoon, and we have people that even work here at night. They're here all around the clock, and we check our ambulances just like you see here. They store all kinds of bandages in case you start to bleed. To deal with pain and problems, they've medicine you might need. And this is a picture inside the ambulance. And you can see all their medicines and the bandages. There's oxygen to help you breathe if you're really sick. And if you have a broken bone, these splints should do the trick. See, we have oxygen right here, and they're giving it through an oxygen mask. And over here is a splint for a broken bone. For people who are very weak and cannot move or stand, the paramedics use a bed on wheels to lend a hand. This bed is called a stretcher. It gives a gentle ride. And after that, it's folded up and packed away inside. You can see the wheels, and you're going to see in a little while, our stretchers are yellow, just like this one. And they roll it up a ramp into their ambulance. You can see ours is really cool too. The wheels actually lift up into the ambulance. When the patient's safely in the ambulance at last, It's time to get them treated at the hospital and fast. The driver travels speedily, but keeps the vehicle steady. The hospital is radioed to have them at the ready. Whee! Look at the sirens are going. And you have paramedics in the front. And see in this window, there's a paramedic in the back with the patient all the time, taking care of them. On the way, the paramedics use their skill and care to keep the patient comfortable until arriving there. See, you've got a better picture inside the back of the ambulance with the paramedic and the person that's sick. Once they're at the hospital, the staff are there to meet them. They quickly take the patient off to doctors and nurses who will treat them. Look, there's the emergency department. And they're going to take the patient in. There's even a nurse out there waiting. Back at base, the paramedics clean and check the stock. Hooray for awesome ambulances, ready round the clock. After every call, we make sure we come back here. We clean everything nice and clean, get all new supplies, and repack our ambulance so that we're ready to go for the next call. Ambulance bits. We have our first aid kit. Sometimes we carry medications in here, a stretcher, oxygen, gloves, splints, an oxygen mask, Band-Aids. You got to have Band-Aids, right? Bigger bandages, these are used for bigger wounds. And then an oximeter. This tells how much oxygen's in your blood. So now, how about if we take you out and we can show you the back of a real ambulance? Does that sound like fun? Let's go out into the bay. We have 4 ambulances here at Woken Ambulance. Let's go over to number 1. This is car number 1. See our stretcher we told you about? Pretty neat, huh? Here's our oxygen bag. Now, what did we see in the book? Does anybody remember? Did we see an oxygen tank? Whoa, here's an oxygen tank. See, and this is where we show how much oxygen we're giving the patient. And how do we give oxygen? Give oxygen through a mask. See, everybody gets their own mask, fresh and clean and brand new, just for them. We talked about an oximeter to show how much oxygen's in your body. We have that over here. Okay, you put it on here. This is a thermometer. Has everybody seen a thermometer before? I'll bet you have. See, takes your temperature. We have a stethoscope. Does anybody know what this is for? This is so we can listen to your heart and we can listen to you breathe. Then the book talked about our medicines. Our medicines are in here. See, we have all kinds of medicines to help people that are hurt or sick. How's that? Does everybody like that? Now we'll look inside the ambulance. See, just like in the book, the paramedics can sit inside the ambulance with the patients. And we can even put on seatbelts to make sure that we're safe while the ambulance is moving. And we're able to be right here in case the patient needs anything. We've got lights in here. We've got lots of extra supplies. We even have heat for the wintertime and air conditioning for the summertime so that we can keep our patients comfortable. Does anybody have any questions? All right. Well,
Lincoln has a question.
excellent. What's your question, Lincoln?
I really like the light, and I like fire trucks that them are really cool and them put out fires.
You like the lights? Okay.
I'll have to show the light.
I'm gonna say, let's take a look at the lights on the ambulances too. These have some pretty neat
Okay.
lights.
You want to see them? Yeah.
Look at all the lights. And they're all the way around the ambulance too. There's lights in the front, there's lights on the sides, and there's even lights in the back. Look at all the bright lights. This tells people that we're going to help somebody that's sick. That was a good question, Lincoln. Does anybody else have any questions?